Well, you're probably expecting worst things come to worst because title might be a little different. It's not like we usually do, but as I can assure you, this is going to be a totally different type of video. This is a special video. I'm actually working on this while I'm on a little bit of a break from work, but this is something special for me, and it's kind of just going to be a playthrough while I talk over some things. So we do need to take our truck with the header cart down to the field because I'm going to be harvesting some soybeans while we talk and just go over a few things. So you're probably wondering, first things first, what's going on? Are you quitting? Or, big announcement? And to answer that question, no, everything is going to proceed as normal, I hope, as long as we can keep this up. But I have 5 major things that I would like to go over. So I'm going to cross the road and get over to our combine. If anybody notices, this is actually the same map and game save as the live stream we were doing, the live stream series on Med Creek where I had 2 combines. Something happened with the save game, or not the save game, but the mods folder, and it corrupted a bunch of stuff. So we had to buy all new John Deere combines and auger wagon. My auger wagon disappeared and is no longer to be found. And the X9 was no longer to be found either. So, that's interesting to say the least. Alright, so we got everything going. It's working well. So I think it's time we just have a little chat to chat. Here we go. So the 5 things that I would like to talk about, because this is releasing on our 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube. I have been on YouTube for a full 365 days. That's honestly just hard to believe, and I can't believe how much we've grown. But here are the 5 things that I would like to go over. Starting us off, number 1, I'd like to just do a little bit of a year in a review. So for us, just kind of highlight what the pros and the cons were for getting started on YouTube, and the things that I saw that did well and didn't do so well. Number 2, I know this has been hit on a lot. I went over it in a live stream. I never made a video on it because I was just getting hammered at the time. I'd actually like to do some FS25 thoughts, give a little bit of my share on the game, and looking forward to it because it's the next big thing in Farm Sim. Number 3, I'd like to just give a little shout out to all the friends I've made. I'll hit on that when I get there. But there's a big reason my channel has started succeeding slowly, I should say, and a lot of that is to do to a lot of friends I've made along the way. Number 4, we're going to give a little bit of a thank you to everybody who has supported the channel, people that have really been backing in this channel, and that have helped me grow. And then last but not least, and probably what is most important, and what will catch most of your eyes and ears, I should say, is what to expect and the future of the Williams Farms channel. So, starting us off, a year in review. So, it's been an entire year, 365 full days since we started YouTube, and it's been a roller coaster. There's been times where I've just up and I'm done with it. I don't want to do it, and then I just carry through with it and keep pushing, because that is what this actually, requires and needs. And for me, it is an outlet. I've always said it's an outlet, and it seems to prove true when I come back and don't get burnt out on it. So, what worked? What did not work? Pros, cons. Let's start off by saying my thumbnails, titles, video editing, and everything, my quality, that's taken a 180. When I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't even watch tutorial videos. It was just kind of figure it out for myself. And that proved to be problematic early on. Really didn't help my channel. Wasn't edited the greatest. So we've made a lot of improvements. And this is where I'm going to give the advice to, if you want to start becoming a Farm Sim creator, ask for help. Reach out to somebody that already has kind of a established channel, or is kind of making a established name for their channel, and I'm sure they can help you out, as well as myself. I'm still learning. It's going to take years to learn. There's lots of things that I don't know, but it surely is a learning curve when you first start and hop in. So things I've learned: spray videos are not the greatest thing to do. It's a risk you got to take, and YouTube, you got to take these risks, but Spray videos. Y'all have not liked spray videos. They don't seem to go over well. I don't understand why. I mean, I guess it is probably pretty boring to watch a sprayer go up and down a field over and over again, but that's my big what didn't work well. I would say another thing that doesn't work well, and I have proved this, is rushing a thumbnail. I very fastly found out that thumbnails being rushed is not gonna get you the results you want to see. So, what did work? Well, Mega Cuts worked, and that's for dang sure. Out of my top 3 videos that have been viewed, I have a 70,000 viewed video, which for being 1 year into YouTube for me, that is a great achievement. I have that, a 19,000, and then one other. So, Mega Cuts worked a lot. You guys loved the compiling of the videos. It's easier to do a Mega Cut than to smash all those videos in a playlist for y'all, because you get it right there, and you can go back to it, and YouTube shows where you left off and everything like that. So, Mega Cuts did great. Thumbnails improved, editing has slowly gotten better, and I'm starting to figure things out. So, I would also say 1980s videos. That was a great plus, and Tahiti County, Iowa might have been the biggest plus for me. The series with Chestnut Farms and Tahiti is what really started to boost my channel. It's what got me noticed by a few bigger YouTubers, and how I now film with them as well. Moving on to number 2, FS25 thoughts. I know what you're thinking, William, dude, you're way off. This is a long time after the cinematic trailer and everything else released. I know. I delayed it and delayed it. I didn't want to be that guy who just put another typical video on it. So I kind of went over it in a live stream. If you haven't checked that out, I'm sure it's somewhere. You'd probably have to flip through. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about Farm Sim 25. FS25, man, looks insane. From J&M auger wagons to the brand new AF11 Case IH Combine, I don't know where to start, and quite frankly, I don't think I will be able to start until we get that game on our hands. I am excited. Now, I know there's a lot of people who kind of turn their nose at the rice, and you've got to remember that these developers are doing the best that they can, and they do not only pertain to North America, but the rest of the world as well, and you have to remember that they do spoil us to a certain extent. I know a lot of people don't get happy about consoles not having the mods that us PC people do, but the thing about that is you gotta look at from game to game and see how far it's come, because the mod hub on the newer consoles is light years ahead of what even FS15 was. So I have to say, overall, the game looks great. I've seen a lot of good screenshots. The gameplay, it looks good. I'm ecstatic. I know there's a lot of FS YouTubers who aren't that excited for it. I actually am. I think it's going to be great. It's going to bring a lot of new things. And man, oh man, can I not wait to get my hands on that J&M. Moving on to number 3, friends I've made. You might call them work acquaintances, if some people might, but for me, these guys have started to become my lifelong friends. And I mainly got to give shout-outs to just a lot of my main guys. I'm going to start it off with Brody Farms. Brody very early was probably one of the first people that was in the bigger side of FS YouTubers to notice me. And I got to give a shout-out to Brody. I'll link, these guys will all be linked in the bottom of this video. But Brody Farms, I got to give a thank you to him. He's done great. He's helped guide me. And led me to where I have needed to go. I got to give another huge shout out to probably one of the most influential people to this channel, and that's Chestnut Farms. He is the very first person who contacted me about making a series, and this probably wouldn't be what it is without his help of setting up that Tahiti series, because that's all credit to him. So big shout out to Chestnut Farms as well. Moving on, we have Fearsome Rhino, aka Nate. Everybody knows him. We have a lot of tough love. That's just how we are. We're both, we butt heads a lot, but at the same time, we also really get along. And he is just somebody who has helped guide me. He's showed me really the ropes in and out of Farm Sim, YouTube, and how to kind of work this thing, this beast of a just game and content creation and everything. So shout out to Nate. Nate, thank you so much. Thank you, Brody. Thank you, Chestnut. And then I got to give shout outs to all my other guys. Lieutenant Dan, he's newer, but he's been here. He's helped a lot. Got to give it out to Driver 53, man. Driver 53 has a special place with me too. Big shout outs to Alex Moore. He's been around for forever in the game, and he's been there since I started YouTube as well. And other than that, I'm sure there's plenty other people that I need to say thanks to, but I can't think of them all. I don't have this written down as a script. This is just loosely based off of a sheet of paper that says top 5 things, and we're running with it. So yeah, huge shout out to all the guys who have helped just honestly guide me. I'm sure I'm forgetting names. If you're one of those people that feel like you should have had your name put in this video, I'm sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained right now. Go ahead, comment, and I'll pin it or whatever. I'll respond to it. I'm sure there's a lot of people I'm missing that need thanks as well. But I'm just pulling some of the top names off of my head that I can say without a doubt have helped me. So number 4, a thank you. So this is just my time to tell everybody thank you. Thank you to each and every single one of you. Right now we're sitting at 4,003 subscribers. We actually just hit 4K today, the day I'm making this video, which is July 23rd, 2024. Thank you to everybody. I cannot stress the importance of you guys watching these videos and what it means to me. If I didn't have the viewership, I probably wouldn't be doing this as long as I've been doing it. But I have to give a thank you. You need to give a thanks to yourself for taking the time to watch my content, to cheer it on, and to overall give feedback. A lot of you have given feedback. I've gotten a lot of comments on how certain phrases I repeat a lot, and I'm sure there's some of those even in this video. So thank you guys for dealing with me. Thanks for being a part of this journey. If you have been here since the first video, which is now privated, if you remember that video, thank you, because there was about 400 people on that, and if you're still here, that means the entire world to me. And like I said, I can't say enough. Thank you guys. You're the reason that this channel goes on, and the reason that I want to keep pushing to make content, to get better, and to just keep producing quality videos for everybody. So that was a quick thank you. Can't say it enough. And now for the final one, number 5, what to expect. So you're probably asking, William, what is there to come from FS25 and past this 1-year anniversary? What's in the future? So I'd say big collabs. Looking to collaborate with anybody and everybody. I would love to. Whether that's somebody who has hundreds of thousands of subscribers or that's somebody who has 0. I'm looking to collab more, so if you would love to collab and you have a PC or a way to, just collaborate with me, even if it's not mods via PC and it's just cross-platform, comment down below, man. I would love to get in videos with every single one of you. You do have to remember that I do work a full-time job. I do have busy months. Speaking of those busy months, they're coming up pretty much starting next week all the way to the winter months. It's gonna be busy, and I'm probably gonna struggle to keep my 2-week schedule with 2 videos a week. If I miss one, it is what it is. Like I said, work comes before this because this is not my primary job. I know you guys understand that, and I know a lot of you who are subscribed to me understand that I have a full-time job as well. But what to expect, like I said, more collaborations, bigger collaborations, as well as continuing those collaborations with the guys that have taught me what to do, as well as just overall in general become my friends. I'd say also expect better quality. The more and more I do this and the more feedback I get, the more and more I can hone in on, just editing videos, putting certain kind of little extra things here and there that you guys may enjoy seeing in a video, and overall just better production quality. I've been testing new things within the editing software I have, and I'm slowly starting to finally figure out how to do things. I know I have a lot of room to improve, but that'll just be forever and always and how it is. I'd also say I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a gamble with some of these FS25 videos. I'm going to try some things different, and they may not work. They might blow up in my face, and they might get 100 views, and it is what it is. But I'm going to try to venture outside the box a little bit for you guys. I am basically based around row crops, so what I know and what my comfort is row crops, so soybean, corn, wheat, all that kind of stuff. But in FS25, you guys can expect to see a little more out there videos, a little more funny, kind of, you know, playing around, but as well as you're going to see some more realistic, vamped up things as well, because that's kind of where I started my channel off with, trying to be realistic. We've gotten away from it a little bit, but we're going to, you know, try to bring that back, because I know there's a lot of people who are subscribed to me that do enjoy the realism. So we'll try to get that back a little bit and see where we can go from there. Another one is we're going to bring Decades back, and I know the Decades has probably been milked more than Grand Theft Auto is milking Grand Theft Auto 5 before Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, I say that, and honestly, it just comes down to the fact that we're going to get different mods. FS25 is going to have different mods, and it's going to bring, you know, different types of equipment that I didn't have the chance to make in Decade series in FS22. So that's going to allow us to do a lot of different things, take a little bit of a different, you know, waypoint to those Decade series. I'm going to try to hit a 2000s. I did not reach a 2000s series on FS22, or at least in the year that I did YouTube. I know a lot of people like that early 2000s equipment. I do as well. I love the 80s and the early 2000s. That's kind of my bread and butter, what I like to do most. So we'll get around to a 2000 series. That's something that I can promise, as well as continuing other series on as well. So we've talked a lot, and I would say the final thing to expect from me, Williams Farms YT, is to just keep providing quality. I'm going to keep this 2 videos a week schedule. I'm going to hammer down. Even when I don't get time to make these videos, I will find time. I've been finding time, so I'll keep making it work. And like I said, we're just going to keep growing. We're not going to look back. We're going to hit this as hard as we can and see what we can do with this channel in another year. So with that being said, I gotta say thank you again to everybody. I know this is probably a boring-ish video to watch, because all I'm doing is sitting around and soybean harvesting. There's gonna be a lot of cuts because I talk a lot, but that's just gonna be part of it. And like I said, those are the top 5 things. I'm not going anywhere. Nothing scary's happening. I just wanted to put this video out in honor of it being officially a year since I have created my YouTube channel and started making, you know, making content for you guys and for myself. This is a creative outlet for me. It's a way to play my game that I love, but also be productive at the same time making YouTube videos. So with that, I'm not going to hold you all anymore. I'm not going to draw this on more than it needs to be. I've already recorded 22 minutes of this video, and that is just a lot of talking. But like I said, thank you to everybody who has had a hand in this. This is just absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that I've grown this much in a singular year in YouTube, because honestly, for a while, I didn't even think I was going to hit like 1,000 subs. And here we are sitting at 4,000. So thanks to everybody. Thank you for tuning into this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.